Hallo? Ja. Jetzt haben wir Ton.
Ich trinke gerade.
Jetzt haben wir Ton. Das sollte jetzt funktionieren.
Take a seat, Alex.
Die braucht noch.
Take a seat.
Willst du dich hier dazu gesellen?
Das sind die besten
Kleinsten Hütte auch.
Plätze.
Sorry.
Alles gut.
Das Licht mitgebracht? Oh.
Damit man keine Gelbfiebertöne in den.
Damit ich gesünder aussehe, als ich bin.
Ja, obwohl es geht so halbwegs. Ja. Bräuchten eigentlich von vorne nur eins. Aber.
Sagst du Bescheid, wenn wir streamen?
Ja, wir sind schon, also live sind wir. Jetzt schon.
Ja.
It's nice to travel around a bit. Don't you think? Right? Lukas, machst du die einleitenden Worte?
Ja. Ich würde die Einleitung kurz machen, dann übergebe ich zu dir.
Ja.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see your foot. So. Let's check if there's anybody left, maybe.
Ja.
One last check. We're about to start. Anybody left? Okay.
Vielen Dank euch. Wir können dann auch nach Hause.
Wir brauchen noch schnell ein bisschen was auf, was geht und dann
We're about to start. Please come. Okay.
Ja, wir gucken mal, was wir finden.
sonst, die da sind, helfen wir aus.
Ja, wir machen auf jeden Fall mal die Tische wieder noch in Ja,
Sieht sehr professionell aus mit deiner Kamera.
danke.
Fotos.
We're already starting. Maybe we can go into the back. So. Die letzten beiden kommen auch. Aber ist ja richtig geschätzt von der Teilnehmeranzahl her.
Ja, das ist auch richtig geschätzt, das stimmt, ja. Gut.
Fotos vergessen, Klaus.
Kannst du jetzt noch ein paar machen?
Kann ich schön Fotos machen für unser Team? Ja. Cool.
So, I would say we start. Welcome everyone to the end of the year Elixir User Group 2025 Christmas edition, or also the Unconference edition. We're trying to do something different today, which I will explain in a second. But first, a round of applause for our hosts. Thank you so much, Myosotis and Klaus, who organized this, and all his colleagues who are helping us do this. Thank you very much for hosting the user group.
It's a pleasure.
And let me first explain the Unconference concept, so everybody's aware of how we want to design and spend the evening tonight. Unconference means everyone is an expert. You are, of course, in a field of expertise that you have. So after Klaus did his introduction, we would like to get you put your topics on a whiteboard. We'll collect your topics here. Please write them down. And whatever you want to present, whatever comes to your mind, you're free to do so. There is one track which will be live streamed and recorded, which will be here. If you don't want that, that's absolutely fine. We will also have a second track where you can present also maybe in a more private round and maybe share and do whatever you like to present, of course, yeah. So that's the concept for tonight. I hope you will all have fun, but I'll give it up for the host. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lucas. All right, I quickly say a few words to what Myo is and what we do here, so that you at least leave without knowing where you have been. So Myo, it's an app for care homes. It's a software solution for care homes. Basically, what we did in the past, it's a pretty old startup. We were founded 2018. I was not there back then. But you can imagine it like a mini social network between relatives of residents of care homes and the staff working at the care homes. So you get some news about your relative in the care home, what they're doing, that they get their nails made, and those kind of things. And yeah, as I said, we were founded in 2018 and grew then pretty big during COVID times because it was an important topic to stay connected if you cannot visit your relatives. But since then, our growth kind of flatlined a little bit because it was not the most important topic for the care homes. So this year we pivoted, well, we're in the process of pivoting, and now we are taking care of real problems of care homes, I would say. And one of the real problems that care homes have is this application for Hilfe zur Pflege, it's called. Basically, in Germany, if you cannot afford a care home, you can get money from the state, but you need to apply for it. And the application forms is a pretty crazy beast. And it also takes very long until this is granted, sometimes because documents are missing and sometimes because people just not start with it because, I mean, look at it. So at the moment we developed a digital solution that the care homes can offer to their relatives, that they can fill in all the information needed. And this is a new product, a part of a whole platform that we now want to build between relatives and care homes. And this is our first product we did in Elixir. Lucas built it with us, and we released the first version just a couple of weeks ago, and we developed it only for 6 weeks at this point. But it already helped a couple of people making this complex form in a structured way, and then only show the relevant parts, because not the whole form is maybe relevant for everybody. And we already have very good feedback because we already have a lot of customers who can directly use it, which is a pretty nice thing compared to other startup situations I have been in the past, where you build something and nobody comes. So we have built something in just 6 weeks with one developer, and people are already using it, and I'm pretty happy about it. And yeah, it's not just the relatives, it's also the owner of care homes who desperately need something. And even some of the cities, some of the social authorities are open to talk with us about digitalization, even that we are a third-party player in this game, but the social authorities want to digitalize the forms and the relatives are willing to use it, but it's just not, there's no infrastructure there. And we provide this infrastructure, and we help care homes that they get their money earlier from the state. This is what we're doing, and yeah, as I said, it strikes a chord. This is Jasper, the founder of Myo, and he has a pretty good PR run at the moment with this topic. And to maybe sum it up, what is our vision now behind Myo in this pivoting phase? Basically, we want to be the standard for communication between relatives and care homes. You can imagine it like Doctolib, but for relatives and for care homes, so that you have one place where all the communication, your invoices, your forms, where everything goes, because there is nothing like this there. So this was what Mio is doing. Enough of a sales pitch that I'm not really qualified for, and you're not really the target group, but I just wanted to explain to you what we are actually doing. I'm the Chief Product and Technology Officer, CPTO, and I quickly tell you about our approach of how we are developing software here in our startup. I'm coming from the startup world. I have founded startups in the past and built up product teams. And first of all, what's very important for me is that I built an actual product team, like a team that is measured on outcomes and that is not just implementing feature by feature that's on a roadmap with a stakeholder. To work in such a way, you also need very good product managers who are in touch with the customers and not just a product owner writing tickets. So for me, it's very important that I have also a good product manager. She's not here today. And then we discuss about outcomes. One of the outcomes we would discuss, for example, is we want to have 2/3 of our form fix submissions in the first 7 days, so that we really make sure that people are using it. And this is the kind of objectives we talk about together with our founder and in the product team. And then this is what I mean with an outcome. I don't mean we need to implement now this and that. This is the kind of conversation we're having. And based on such an objective, then we try to clearly frame a problem before we talk about the solution too early. Like, with what problem that we're currently having can we address this objective? And framing a problem for me is like, currently our customers at point A, and a desired outcome could be a point B, and we want to clearly describe where the customers are now and what could be a desired outcome for the customers without specifying the solution. And if a problem is clearly defined, then I always try to bring together all 3 parties: product manager, designer, and a senior engineer that knows of our code base. And from this point on, I like the team to collaborate together on the solution. I never want to come in the position where we do 30, 40 Figma screens, and then the developers implement the screens, and then they are out of time, and then you need to do trade-offs, and yeah, it does not make sense. I really try that the team de-risks a project from all perspectives at the same time, because only then you can do good trade-offs if you bring everybody together on a clean slate and not somebody has already created all the Figma screens. And then I also, during the implementation phase, I like to everybody is working together on the same thing at the same time, because if you only prepare the Figma screens or only prepare the API, then nothing works. And I really try to bring always everybody together working on the same thing at the same time, so that you tackle such a project by structure and not by optimizing for single persons. Because then often it could end up like this. The design in Figma looks quite nice, but in production you're just out of time. And we really try to structure the work around the work and start with the most important things. And yeah, and now the obvious slide, we are hiring. So at the moment we are building up this team for the FormFix product, which should end in a whole platform. And I'm looking for developers. This is to be shameless here. This is why we also wanted to organize this meetup. Maybe some of you are interested in looking for a new challenge. And I'm looking for really, I think, a special breed of a developer, because I'm not looking for the typical back-end scaling guy, because we're building here a new product. We're iterating with it very close to the market. And yeah, we're not the latest AI trend that maybe goes bankrupt next year because they're obsolete. We are already a working company. We are currently pivoting with this new product in a new stack. So if you want to join, you need to have at least some degree of taste for user experience, and you need to work full stack on your on projects. And sometimes you need to be able to delete your code and not be too proud of it if you change something. But yeah, if you want to build a product with real life impact, helping real people, then and iterate with us in the early days of a new team, then you maybe could find a very tightly knit startup here. We have a nice office here. We have a healthy gender ratio. We're actively hiring for more diversity also, but sometimes it's hard. Yeah, so if you're interested, talk to me, talk to Lucas, and the job ad is on the homepage as well. So with that advertising block out of the way, I hope you enjoy the evening with the Unconference and have a lot of good conversations.
Well, thank you so much, Klaus, for
Sure.
the presentation.
Sure.
I just need that back, thank you.
I don't take it.
Shall we quickly move the screen out?
And I would say we move that screen off the
Do
way.
you need it again, or can we plug it off?
No, I don't think so.
You can plug it off. Yeah. Just turn it to the side or so, right? Then,
Oh yeah, like this.
and not drop it or so.
This is our screen, our whiteboard. As you can see, it's quite white at the moment.
Maybe some of the people want to move over
Darf ich das geben?
or not.
Dann hört man die auch.
You can also already stand up because like this next part requires your full attention and you on the legs anyway. So
I can do the writing if you want.
we can also, like, everyone's coming over. Like, we've got pens. Those are these old-fashioned things. We've got a whiteboard. They can touch. And I will draw a line in the middle. I want to draw a line in the middle with something that really is
Drawing a line.
drawing a line. And
So the
I would...
whiteboard markers.
Kann ich das wieder wegwischen?
Achso, ja, natürlich, ja. Aber schön.
And I would like to have like this two parts here where one of them is I want to here. I want to talk. This is a bit cringe wording, whatever, but it basically means like, okay, people, I'm so nerdy in AI. Please ask me anything, and I'll like take care for the rest of the evening. Or this might be like, hey, people, I really want to learn something about nerves, for instance. And then we can see if someone is there who would like to give a talk, or if when everyone's on the here side, and we just make a group out of them. If everyone's on the speak side, we also make a group. And if it's mixed, then the more the better. Okay, here's a pen who's like, okay, I'll do. No, I won't do.
I can start. Well, I want to talk, as usual. And I would like to talk about key management systems, which is encryption.
Wow.
That's my thing.
I can't even understand what you're talking about.
What could that be? Yeah, next, please.
Just pass the.
Yeah, here you get a get a pen. You get a pen, or you can pass the pen. It's totally
I
fine.
want to read for now.
Yeah, then would you write that on the board? What you want to?
Yeah, what do you want to read about?
I think he just wants to read what we are writing.
That's okay. You can write down what you want to read. Zum Beispiel bestimmt irgendwas.
I'm not sure if
Maybe
I want to talk a
something
bit
you want to hear,
about,
something you would like to hear. That's all right. Yeah, you get a pen for then writing.
AI
Then yeah, just it's totally fine. Yeah, go for it.
without ANNs, so AI without neural networks.
Okay.
What we can do about that? AI without ANN. Oh, that's a horrible pen.
Yeah. That's okay. we all need your. Everyone grabs a pen and tries out if it's working or not. This one looks kind of working.
No.
No. Try this one. I'll stand next to you and take all the bad ones.
This one was the one.
Yeah, I know. Maybe try this one.
I don't know.
Is that the permanent?
No, it looks like it's not.
You wanna hear or you wanna talk?
Okay.
This one is working halfway at least.
Okay, I've got a halfway working pen.
I'm going to continue testing.
Okay.
Shop market. Okay. Nice.
Okay. Any more? Anything more you want to talk about? Or you want to hear about?
Someone read the meetup description. It's totally fine. Man, we're here to enjoy the evening, so no pressure. It's all good.
Man muss ja nur fragen.
Erlang Red, wo ist es?
Klar. Aber habt ihr einen Stift, der funktioniert jetzt?
Heiliger Bindamen Strohsäckelchen.
Da will jemand auf jeden Fall sprechen, oder?
Would you like to give a talk about something, or would you like to receive or like listen to a talk?
Talk.
Why is that no surprise?
What else?
Wait a minute. Representation.
Everything is
In AST representation in Erlang Red. Okay. AST abstract syntax tree.
What's this?
Erlang Red.
Okay.
Oh.
The writing.
Elixir Red.
Okay.
I can rename it. Who doesn't like Erlang Red?
That's totally fine, but maybe you want to like spell it in a way that people can read it. Okay.
Sorry,
That's fine.
AST representation. Have you got a whiteboard wisher?
Nee.
Oh, that's good. Ah, you have to relatively speak.
I don't know if that helped anything.
So when I recap, we have, I want to hear about the job market. I want to hear about nerves. I want to hear about what to expect in 2026. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Or this one? Maybe
No.
take this one.
Okay.
Hi.
I'll be live while you're writing. What you're writing at the moment?
It's a state machine in Elixir, how we can implement it for nerves, because it's
Solved.
Solved. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you want to hear about state machine in Elixir?
yeah, because it's
Remember the working pen,
local
please.
LLMs. Okay. It was local LLMs.
Local LLMs. Oh wow.
Ah, nice.
What about them?
I want to hear about it.
Okay. Any special aspect about them?
Anything. What's useful? How we can start to use it.
Okay.
The corner back there has been very quiet.
They don't see anything because of the
The process would be that we do a quick voting, and then we've got 3 rooms, I think. Was that?
We can stay here and have 2 platforms.
Yeah, we've got this room and 2 other rooms, and we've got 2 time slots. So all in all, we can cover 6 topics, maybe not so long. Either here, and we can my idea would be if we've got time for a brief presentation. So after each session, we can just briefly talk about what we've done or what the outcome was of that. So that means that currently we would have time and space to do everything of this. So in order to
Have you
vote-
seen what's written on the board? Okay, cool. Right?
When we have to vote,
Yeah, because we got to do the vote. Yeah, okay.
I do
Yeah.
not understand if we vote all want to hear, but nobody wants to speak about it, then it's kind of stupid.
No, we ask who can speak about it once we have the votes. Yeah, so. And then we go to the next
Okay.
one if nobody wants to speak about it, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
It will, I think it will work, yeah.
Some of you have a pen, and some of those pens are working. So everyone here, would you please come over and make a small dot? I can show you how a dot looks like. This is
Or maybe make a...
this is a dot, which means like I'm interested in this. Okay? I take that. Yeah, I'm really interested. Maybe let's. Sorry?
Can you add one for me so I don't have to get up?
Yes. It's very good.
Okay.
It's not
okay,
a blind vote,
I'm
right?
your mouse pointer. Just say up, down, up, down.
Just next to the one you already did.
2 nerves.
2 nerves. Okay, here's the pen.
is it one vote per person?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do 1 dot per person, and then I would propose that the 2 most famous topics we spread out in the first session, next session, and then we can see like what can be the alternative sessions for the first one.
Go. You want to get the pen here?
One here and talk, or one for both?
Ah,
Nerves, okay.
I would say 1 for both. Like
Really?
One in total then.
yeah, because at the moment we are only like looking at what people are interested in.
One for each, you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, okay.
Then I can. You can also switch.
One for each, okay.
One for each.
I mean,
No.
each side, right?
Each side?
No,
No, I thought like
person.
one for each person.
one
okay.
for each person.
Okay, good. Then I need to move away.
What's the last one?
The last one is AST representation in
I think we need a message box.
Erlang Red or Elixir Red. It wasn't very decided. You have for the people at home here, dramatic scenes are taking place. People are like, yes, we are broadcasting live and now. People are trying to understand the concept of this session at all, while at the same time people are trying to vote. Maybe it's this one. Okay, has everyone did their piece?
So did everyone give their vote?
Okay,
Cool.
I see a clear winner. That's the job market. Like, people want to talk about the job market.
And hear about the job market. This is here, right? They want to hear about it.
As well.
And local
I
LLMs
was
has
coming
4
to that.
points, yeah?
No, why is it a clear winner? Why is it
Did I say clear winner?
Yes.
Oh. I never said clear winner.
as well?
So we have 2 clear winners. People want to hear.
No, nerves was like, one was eject. Okay. Has anyone still a working pen? Yeah. Okay, let's try blau. Okay, we've got local LLMs and we have the job market, followed by this meetup will enter the history as the one where
I think the whiteboard is the problem, not the pens.
the what?
I think the whiteboard is the problem.
Ah, okay. Okay.
We should have done it on
and
the wall.
What
It's true.
other thing? Lucas, what does this mean even?
Key management system encryption. So
Key management.
it's
Ah,
basically wrapped key encryption, data encryption. Yeah, a wrapped encryption scheme.
you know how I understood that? I thought like key management, like the CEO, whatever's chief key management,
Yeah,
and then slash encryption. So okay.
yeah, okay.
Good,
Yeah.
great. Votes were for what to expect in 2026.
AI without ANNs
Has also 2 points.
has 2 points. Yeah.
State machine in Elixir and nerves.
So we have 5 topics, right? 1, 2.
Oh yeah, that looks great. Okay, go slowly. Okay, maybe we can. I'm wondering if we can cluster the local LLMs and the AI without ANNs.
I think we can cluster that into one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enough to talk about AI in one track. Doesn't need more attention, I guess.
No. Okay. So then, while I'm thinking, the tension is arising behind me. Did you realize everyone's silent and stuff? Okay, I would propose that we do the job market in the second half of the evening.
Yes. Yeah.
And that we have this local LLM state machines in Elixir, AI without ANNS at one session. And then we could have a second vote for the other things, like who doesn't want to talk about LLMs in the next hour can just do another voting. Is that okay? So, or we can also just designate rooms.
We can actually designate rooms, I think, and see how many people will present.
Then we can do a voting on with a feed. Okay, who here has signed up for one of the AI topics and is not comfortable with being stream recorded while talking?
Then you stay here in this room.
I'm kind of, but
you can do it.
I'll survive probably.
You survive, yeah.
Okay. Then okay, then the other topic might be can someone take over? Maybe nerves? Shall we split out nerves, or is anyone do we all want to have the same thing?
We cannot have all the same thing.
Yeah.
But that's the point.
Okay.
That makes it more interesting.
Yeah, I think you have to decide. That's the point, exactly. Yeah. So if you want to go and... So who wants to talk about nerves? That's maybe the first thing. Who wants to... But not talk about in public, right? You don't have to talk in public. You can go to a separate room and you can basically make a group and actually share what you want to hear about nerves, what you know about nerves, right? So, and you don't have to make a presentation out of it, right? So then you go and pick a room and the nerves people form now, because I think they should be in the first section, right? It has many votes. So nerves people, please come together.
It's a state machine in nerves, right?
Yeah, that's what. Here we have a cluster of nerves, and then we have a cluster of state machine in nerves.
Yeah, it would be. We could actually pull them together if you want, right? Because some people want to hear about nerves, maybe in general, and some people want to hear about nerves in state machines, right? So it would be fine to do both, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
And which is the other one?
Just one question. So the second slot will be job market versus key management systems.
Something like that, yeah.
Exactly. And so in the second half, we will have a breakout for job market, and yeah, then maybe one for the whole encryption thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that okay with everyone? Because
You
as
decide.
see, we're making it up as we go. So if
We need somebody who knows nerves. doing.
They all want
I
to
know.
listen.
I put my dog there. So,
Okay.
does anybody know nerves? No.
Has somebody worked with nerves before?
Okay.
Some-
Let's rephrase the question. Who here wants to like give knowledge about nerves without wanting to take part in the other talk?
I've never done it.
Okay.
I have no knowledge to share.
Seems to be we're missing content for nerves.
Seems to be we're missing content for nerves. Lucas, do you want to move over and
Yeah, I can do that.
lead
yeah.
another group, or would you like to stay take part in the state machine local LLMs AI without ANNS?
I can move over. I think I would. I'm not so keen on AI topics. if I can decide for myself,
Yeah. Okay.
I've heard enough about AI.
I've had enough about AI. Okay, let's give like 3 or 4 minutes, or five. Let's say 5 minutes to assemble in the rooms, and that means 8:15. Here the AI session will start. The other room will be around key management systems with encryption.
Cool, thank you. That's what's going to be.
That's totally clear, isn't it? Okay, thank you very much.
The other room is at the entrance.
Fehlt noch ein Magnet irgendwo.
Ja,
Ah, da ist er. Also nee, passt schon. So, willst du hier bleiben? Warte, das machen wir jetzt mal aus.
second session a bit shorter, or like just do one session or something like that. But anyway, the group in the other room has even brought their whiteboard, which is putting us a bit under pressure. Like we only had like this small piece down here, and so we don't even have something properly written down. But maybe you would like to present what like we see on this whiteboard. You also already have the microphone.
So actually, we brought the whiteboard not to have to explain it again. So that didn't work, I think.
These snobs have working pens.
Working whiteboard.
We had working whiteboards, yeah, but the pen and whiteboard combination worked out in this case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it should be clean.
Yeah.
Do it.
I do it. Okay. Timer. 1 minute.
Okay.
It was
Welcome to
so
cryptography in a minute.
it was a very interesting round. So thank you. I would say the first thing I would like to say, I'm very grateful for having had this round, because I got so many interesting questions about the system and so much insight, and there was some discussion going on which I really cherish. Thank you. So that's really nice. I presented the wrapped key encryption scheme that we did. It's basically an onion, and it does not matter how you implement it. There is always a point at which you will cry. It's an onion system. And the summary of it is like there were some hard decisions made on like who is responsible for what, and the system is essentially responsible for the passphrase of the user. So we have a wrapped key encryption scheme which can be divided and conquered between the root key, the key encryption key, and the so-called data encryption key, which is expressed in this function here. RK standing for root encryption key, KEK, KEK standing for key encryption key, and DEK standing for data encryption key, which then is the onion function that encrypts the data. But each function is not executing in the same memory space. Each function, especially the root encryption key function, is not executed in the same infrastructure. And each database doesn't hold the different keys. And that's the magic of wrapped key encryption.
Okay.
1.5.
Is there a link where people can read up on that?
There's a really good documentation, coincidentally, on the Google Cloud documentation page. It is very thorough and well written. You just search for wrapped key encryption and it will explain to you the whole concept actually. It's a really good page. I would recommend the Google Cloud documentation page. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Group 2. So, group 2. Fight! No, or group 2.
Okay.
I have no idea about the first part. So.
Okay. So I speak about the first. I'll speak about the first part. Basically, we had like in the first part we had a short intro into like why you would want to run local LLMs and like what is involved, what hardware, what software, what is used to run in the model, to run the model. We were talking about like LLM package manager like Olama or LM Studio, about the technologies like Llama CPP. We were talking about like different tastes of local models and what you might be able to use them for. And that was about it. And then we had a second part, which I would pass over to Leonard.
Yeah, in the second part, we discussed a bit about how we can do AI differently than neural network AI. So especially in the context of Elixir, through introspectable process spawning, building systems that rather than adjusting weights, adjust internal transition functions of how the world changes around them, how data is transformed and how it can be represented, and yeah, just how you can build or could build in the sense of a research project that I'm working on, systems that can grow in size and reason about information structures rather than just having correlational databases. We talked a bit about the non-axiomatic reasoning system NARS, or the autonomous empirical reasoning architecture ERA. I will send a link somewhere about those two, because NARS, for example, by now has attachments to ChatGPT, so you can have reasoning engines working together with large language models. But yeah, that was kind of the whole thing. How can we do AI without this correlational mess of just throwing enough data at it until it finally spits out the right thing, or the probably right thing.
Spits out the right thing
At least once, yeah. So yeah, that was the second part of our session.
One question to that is like, where can we find your research?
I will post some links. So my research is I'm working at the Reykjavik University in Iceland with the Open Era project, openera.org, Autonomous Empirical Reasoning Architecture, AERA, openera.org. Don't be confused with the bakery here in Berlin. That's a different project. That's a gluten-free bakery. Yeah, that was actually one of the first things that apparently came up when Googling that. So no, that's not the one. And NARS is from Pei Wang at the Temple University in the USA, where he works on the non-axiomatic reasoning system, and his former PhD student built Open NARS for applications. He just founded his own company, his own startup. So I hope that in the near future we will see more of that, and actual products. But I'm coming from a robotics side, same does the former PhD student. So we are more concerned with building AI that can actually do stuff, and I don't care that much about language. I can write an email myself. I don't need ChatGPT for that. What I would really love is a system that maybe keeps my house tidy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? That is kind of the dream. Autonomous cars and so on, and yeah. So I'm coming more from that side.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested in that topic, we're having a machine learning Elixir crossover again on the 15th of January. Leonardo's giving a talk, possibly, or Marta is also giving a talk again. And maybe we even have like a small other topic. So be sure not to miss it, even though it's just the beginning of the year. We are also looking for talks for February. So if you've got something interesting or even uninteresting to talk about, or something that you made uninteresting for you, then it might still be interesting for others. There you find the issue thing, you can open an issue on our GitHub page. You find that on elixir.berlin. And then you'll be on this stage very soon, or like another stage at that point. But we also have more topics for tonight. I think let's have a check with a clock. It's 9:30. Do we want to have one more? Raise your hand if you want to have one more.
Which one?
Okay. So
for which one would you raise your hand?
Yeah, for which one would you raise your hand?
Job market? I think the only one left is job market. Right?
Yeah.
The only one left is job market there.
Shall we split up into groups, or shall we talk into the plenum? We can also, we are not so many people tonight, so who's for splitting up? Who's for staying here? Who hasn't raised their hand?
Yeah, that's an anonymous vote for staying here, I think, yeah.
Okay. I would propose that we switch off the camera.
Yeah, we stopped the recording now, and yeah.
So, dear people at the screens at home, visit us again in January.